Every obstacle in a business paves the way for growth and innovation.
A very good afternoon to everyone present here. I'm Arfa.
I'm Lipika, and we are from the Commerce Forum. We would like to extend a warm welcome to Honorable Chairman Dr. Jain Royton Sir in absentia, our Principal Dr. S.N. Natrat Sir, and the heads of the Department of Commerce Prasanna Kumar Sir and Anupama Ma'am.
We'd also like to welcome the speaker for the day, Sanjeevan KP Sir, who has been gracious to provide his valuable time to this program.
Further, we welcome our respected teachers and all the dedicated and diligent students who will benefit the most from this initiative by acquiring constructive inputs on exam preparation.
We're gathered here for the commencement on the special training program on the subject Business Studies.
We would now like to request our principal, Dr. S.N. Natrat Sir, to speak a few words.
Thank you. Good afternoon. As you are all well aware that the exams are fast approaching, the countdown has already begun, and hardly we have 25 to 30 days of working in the college. Next week we are starting with the second quarterly test, and after that from 16th onwards, 16th January onwards, we have the first preparatory examinations, then followed by the second preparatory examinations, and then the final board examination starting from the 3rd of March. You all have to now gear up and see to that you perform well in all the practice sessions. The teachers have done their bit. The ball is now in your court. We extend all the support. We will be there in the college from morning 8:30 to 3:30. The Department of Commerce has come up with the special training sessions, and you have the opportunity to hear from the horse's mouth. Professor Sanjeevan sir is here for us, with us to enlighten you all with the business studies topics. I know you are all capable of getting more than 90. Our endeavor in this STP is to push you all to the brim, taking 100 on 100. Business studies is a subject where students have to do well in the theory. Since it is a theory subject, we expect you to be more thorough in the subject. The question paper pattern has changed. You have a lot of objective type questions. Sir will be helping us all with telling you where you might miss out the marks in the final board examinations. Be serious, be focused, and take all our challenges rightly so that you perform well in your final board examinations. I wish and pray God that all our students pass out from the college with flying colors. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words.
Sanjeevan KP Sir is an accomplished educator with 27 years of teaching experience. He completed his post-graduation at Shivaji University in 1992 and joined the Department of Pre-University Education as a commerce lecturer in 2007.
Sir has taught in various prestigious colleges like LB and SBS College, ABS College of Commerce, SRN Adarsh College, and Sri Bhagwan Mahavir Jain College. He is currently working at Vanivedasa Institute, Bangalore.
Sanjeevan Sir is a master resource person for the Karnataka Pre-University Board Faculty Training Program and a subject matter expert in business studies for the Diksha Book Portal by the Karnataka Pre-University Board.
Sanjeevan sir is an education enthusiast whose contribution has been substantial for the academic community of Karnataka.
We now request Sanjeevan KP Sir to address the students.
The stage is yours.
So I took.
Yeah.
Please shine your the camera. Okay, no issues. Thank you, sir.
You can keep this chair. Take off.
First.
Okay. Okay. I hope back of your mind you are not saying not again, because this is the second encounter with you people, but this time I come up with a different subject, with a different connotation and different prospect, presenting you and trying to reduce your burden by 70% for preparing for the final examinations. Business study is one subject in our state last year which saw lowest percentage of result. The entire state result of in business study is 72%, which is a 12-year lowest percentage. What is the reason for it? There are three reasons which we identified. The first reason is the lack of vocabulary. The words and sentences used in business study books are very literally very tough to understand. Various words, nomenclatures which is used in business study are tough to the common students to understand. And putting it and making it a sentence and preparing a paragraph out of it is also one of the Herculean tasks for the common student. I am talking the word common, keeping you people in mind, because you are, I assume, are not common. Okay. And the second reason is that echoing. Okay. Is it okay? Okay. The second reason is that accountancy, the problems almost similar. What you solve in the class is similar to what you get in the examination. But if you take two people's answer in business study are drastically different from one person to another. And the third reason is our valuation method. As one of the person in working in department, I should not say this, but I have to accept the tough truth is that the valuation is not uniform or consistent enough to give justice to our student. It differs from one person to another person. Some people just see the main points and award full marks. Some people go into depth and dissect every sentence they write and award full marks. If they satisfy, that is very rare case to satisfy them also. In this scenario, if you take how to prepare for the examination, how we can score out and out. Prasanna sir just told me that more than 50 students got more than 100 marks out of out in accountancy. That shows itself the 50% reduction in scoring 100 out of 100. What makes them to score less in business study? Because the quantum for preparation is huge. If you take our board's question bank, it contains more than 542 questions, whereas you will get only 41 questions in the examinations. You get only 41 questions in the examination, for which you have to prepare more than 542 questions. Then it will be very difficult for you to prepare all those things and keep in mind to explain everything. Is a little bit difficult. Now, what is my objective of this session? Normally, when examination is nearing, the common question from the student which we expect from the student is that, sir, which is the most important question? Give me the important. And no lecturer will dare to give you the important question, because he knows the consequence of giving importance. After examination you give a look, and that is in 2015. And from 2015 here till date we completed 17 examinations. When you research all the question papers, you can easily guess and expect and prepare which question you can expect from various chapters. What I am trying to do is that I am trying to give important question on which you can concentrate, and possibility of coming for the final exam for those examinations if it did not come, okay, because I taken the alibi of 3%, okay, because always there is a possibility that if and buts. Okay, now I will go chapter by chapter. What is the weightage of each chapter? Which are the area where you can concentrate more? And what you have to do before the examination so that you can score out of out. Okay. You know that we are writing examination for 80 marks, not for the 100. Okay. 10 questions, you have to answer 6 out of it. Okay. 2 marks ka question. But what I am doing is that I am not concentrating on section A and section B, because I am of the opinion that if you are good in section C and D, you can easily answer section A and B. Okay. Therefore, I am only concentrating on section C and D. I am trying to give important question for section C and D. Now, section one by one. Next slide, please. This is first chapter. Okay. In first chapter, total weightage is 12 marks. 1 marks 2 question, 2 marks 2 answer. Or while preparing for the examination, for each question, minimum how many points you supposed to write? 8 points. Okay. And most likely questions, these are the 3 questions. Okay. One is explain the characteristics of management, define coordination, explain the characteristics of coordination, and management, both art and science, discuss. Okay. In that, frequently asked question is these 2, first and second. It was repeatedly asked in the examinations. What I suggest is that when you note down these questions, prepare a small booklet as your own. Don't cut and paste. Write yourself. First write the points. In the examinations also you have to do the same thing. Remember, you are in advantageous situation, because earlier 3 hours 15 minutes for 100 marks, now same 3 hours 15 minutes for 80 marks. It means extra you get 20 minutes of time technically. That 20 minutes of time you can use for writing. First write the all 8 points in the examination, then start explaining, write again and explain it. If your luck is good, most of the time Bangalore South paper will go for a Dharwad valuation. Okay. And Dharwad valuation, if you write present your answer very neatly, then your scoring 100 out of 100 increases by 50%. Okay. And if you write all the 8 points correctly, the valuer thinks that this student know everything, and sometime in hurry of finishing the paper, he end up giving answer is yours, not mine. Okay. So therefore, make sure that you write all 8 points and then explain it. Prepare a separate note of it. Okay, a booklet. And revising at the time of examination, it will be really helpful for you, and concentrate only on these questions. In board bank, you have 9 questions. I reduced it by 33.33%. Okay, next slide please. So this is the chapter wise match the following. Most repeated match the following from the chapter. Okay, this is okay. Here one thing different from the last year is that earlier we have to give 5 choices for 5 questions. Now we will give one dummy choice also. There will be 6. Okay. Can anybody answer this question? So no, anybody wants, you just tell me.
Management, art and science both.
Okay.
Survival and organizational objectives.
Okay.
Policy making, top level management.
Okay.
Staffing, function of management. Chairman, higher level management responsibility.
Is it?
Top level management.
This is how. If you make one mistake, you end up losing 2 marks. Got it? Okay. So that is where you have to be very careful. In the examination, for 1 marks, you have to write only 1 places. You cannot write it 2 places. If you write 2 places, the same answer, the first answer will be considered, and second answer, even though if it is right, it will not be considered unless it was scratched in the beginning. That guidelines in the valuation you have to remember. We are given guidelines like that. If student write 2 places, same answer, the first one should be considered. Unless first one is scratched off, the second answer should not be considered. Chapter, only 8 marks question. The second chapter, only 4 marks question. No 8 marks question. No 8 marks question means what? You have to prepare 4 points. When you see the material, the easiest point you think you can remember, you choose that and prepare your own notes. Don't guide it by any misguided guides. Guided by your own will, your own commitment and your own understanding. Okay. So here, which are the frequently asked questions? I told you, sir, what is the chance of appearing in the examination? With all my conviction and experience, I am putting in front of you that these questions, 97% will be having the chance of appearing in the final examinations. Discuss the significance of principles of management by explaining any 4 points. Explain F.W. Taylor's scientific management principles and explain any 4 principles of management contributed by Henry Fayol. This last question you have to remember. Earlier we are not used to ask this question because it was part of the practical oriented questions. Now because this year there is no practical oriented questions in the question paper. All those questions which are used to be practical oriented question may have the possibility of appearing in the main question paper in the section C or D. Hence, if any paper sitter thinks that he can add up this question in the examination, he can. Out of 14 principles, he can ask any 4 principles and ask you to explain those concepts. Okay, these are the 3 questions I think you can prepare for the examinations. Okay, only 4 marks. Then this reduces your burden again. You have to concentrate only on 4 points or 1 additional extra emergency points. 5, you make a note of it. Okay, prepare yourself a note. Again, third one. Next one. Okay, match the following again for this particular chapter only. Okay, here one question definitely you can expect in the examination is of fathers. We are very fond of our fathers. Okay, in family, in any subject. Here also we have 2 fathers. One is Henry Fayol, another one is F.W. Taylor. One or other way you can expect a question regarding who is the father of general management, who is the father of scientific management of principle. Okay. So, anyone can give me the full answer for this? You have the mic. Please.
Henry Fayol is the father of general management,
Okay.
and F.W. Taylor, father of scientific management.
Okay.
Principles of management were developed by experienced managers. Discipline is the stability, obedience of organization, and one and only was
Unity of command? Okay. So, okay, this is regarding the match the following most likely. See, match the following or fill in the blanks, all are related to main questions only. I told you again, if you are strong in section C and D, you can easily crack the section A and B. Next one, please. Business environment. See, for the first time in our Karnataka board question paper, we have one concept called HOT concept. HOTS. High order technical skill. This HOT question should be asked in the chapter business environment. That's why we included 2 4 marks question in this chapter. Simple. One question only for 1 marks, no 2 marks, no 8 marks, only 4 marks ka 2 question. Out of 2, one will be direct question, another will be hard question. Direct question is like these 2. Hard also in these 2 only it will come. One is feature, another one is dimensions. Okay, what do you mean by hard? Okay, in skill, what is high order? What is the difference between direct question and indirect question? That indirect question means we give all the material, say which is the main ingredient in making biryani? Rice. Okay, then when we ask the indirect question, take all the name of the ingredient and then say, if you mix all these ingredients, which dish you can deliciously cook? That is the hard question. When hard question means indirectly, they are giving the answer, expecting you to, okay, give us the question. I tell you, I've taught some examples for hard question. Next slide, please. See, this is one type of hard question as per the PU board guidelines. Okay. Identify the dimensions of business environment to which the following cases are related to. These are the 4 cases is given. The cases are within the parameters of social, technological, political and economical environment. What you are supposed to do is that you have to identify these dimensions belongs to what dimension. This concept, if say for example, bank reducing the interest rate for housing loan, economic, online reservation of tickets, and number of working women increases, and prohibition of advertisement which promotes the alcoholic beverages. Legal only. Law prohibits. Okay, by law we are prohibiting some consumption. Next one, please. Yes, sir.
Should we just name or should we explain the...
No need. Name. What?
Because
See, identify the dimension. That is enough. If we explain it, no harm in it. While valuing what we do, that we underline the social environment and we award marks for it. You explain it, no problem. Okay. But you won't get more than 4. Then the second type of dimensions. You see this. They present you the case. They give you a paragraph, passage. It's like passage in English. Okay. See, this is Government of India launched a campaign of Swachh Bharat and invited various celebrities to part of this abhiyan. This leads to spread of awareness among the people in the society, and they become more careful and aware about the cleanliness in their surroundings. Further, a new service tax of Swachh Bharat also introduced. The government planning to import new technology to adopt new methods of training the garbage and treating garbage and waste. State various dimensions of business environment in the above paragraph, quoting the lines from the above paragraph. Here the question ends. What you have to do is that you have to take the lines which are crux of the paragraph, which gives you the specific dimension in it. Say for example, first sentence, Government of India launching a campaign of Swachh Bharat. What is it? It is a creation of social awareness. It is social environment. Next one, spreading of awareness of cleanliness. Next one, new service tax. It is raising the economic resources for running the campaign. It is economic. Next one, planning to import the technological. One more example, please. Next one. So this is also. See this question. Again, the question ends here itself in the examinations. What you are supposed to do is that these are the way you have to answer the question. See, Tesla Motors Company wanted to invest more than $1 billion in India to produce electric car. But before investing in India, they want to get an assurance from the government of India that they get tax exemption at least for 5 years so that they can compete with other manufacturers in India. If this proposal materializes, it creates 25,000 direct and indirect employment. It improves the standard of life in the region and bring a lot of revenue to the government. State various dimensions of business environment in the above paragraph, quoting the lines from the above paragraph. Quoting the lines. Take up the line which you think contains the element of dimensions of business and name the dimensions of business. See, Tesla investing $1 billion. What is that? Economic environment. Want to tax exemption. Legal. Tax production by law. Okay. And then create more than 25,000 jobs. What is that? It increases the social structure of the people. Next, revenue for the government. It is economical environment. Likewise, remember, in section C, 2 hot question will be there. Hots. Okay. What are the other area? I will tell you later. So, in this only, definitely we will get 1 hot question in business environment. Next one, please. Next, planning. Again, 2 marks 2, 2 marks 1, 1 marks 2, and then section C again, no 8 marks. What it mean by again? You have to prepare for how many points? 4 points only. Pick which you think easy to remember. Make your notes yourself. Okay. Frequently asked question. What is explain importance of planning? Explain features of planning. Explain 4 limitations of planning. Frequently these questions only repeated in the previous examinations. Okay. Next one. See, match the following. See, all match the following are kind of key points in a meaning or definition. Say for example, what is rule, what is method, what is policy, and that itself framed as a match the following. Can anybody give me the answer for this? points. Okay, tell me.
The rules are general statements.
Okay.
Standing plan is strategy.
Rules are general statements.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Standing plan is strategy.
Hmm.
And third is the prescribed way of performing tasks. Budget is a single-use plan and policy is a specific statement. I'm not sure between rules and policies, sir, but yeah.
Okay.
Sir, rules are specific statements.
Rules are not general statement. You may make it one, but actually it is not. Okay. It is specific statement. 8 o'clock means 8 o'clock. It is not general statement. Okay. Next one, please. Organizing. See, after chapter number 1, next 8 marks question you will find only in chapter 5. Sorry. Yes, in the chapter 5, again 3 questions. I identified 3 questions which was frequently asked in the examinations. What is organizing? Explain importance of organizing. See, all star represents 3-year questions. 1 star means that question is appeared in 3 different question papers. Okay. And then explain merits and demerits of formal organization. And what is decentralization? Explain importance of decentralization. Earlier we used to ask one more question called the differences between formal and informal organization. Okay. But now we are not asking that for 8 marks because we think that it needs lot of time to write all those differences, and some argument went on in the valuation camp that it takes a lot of time for the student to write answer. Therefore, now we are not asking that question, the differences between formal and informal, but these are the questions which is repeatedly asked in the examinations. Chapter number 1, then chapter number 5. So in between you have to prepare only for 4 marks. Next one, please. This is match the following. Can anybody give me the clear, correct answer for this match the following? These are all previously asked in question papers, various question papers, preparatory, main exams, different districts preparatory examination papers. Yes, Pa.
So delegation as a downward transfer of authority. Responsibility, this properly performed assigned duty. Decentralization, downward transfer of authority. Authority shared with lower levels. And authority is centralization. Divisional unit is separate business units.
Yes. Okay. Next one, please. Next. See, we have 3 chapters which totally weights more than 60% of business study marks. Chapter number 6 is one among those. Here we have questions for all the sections A, B, C, D for 4 marks as well as for 8 marks. Okay. For 4 marks, frequently asked question. Explain 4 types of tests used in employee selection process. Internal source of recruitment. Okay. Internal source of transfer and promotion. That you have to explain. Okay. And then how training develop. This question is frequently from the last 3 question paper. This how the training development is beneficial for organization. This question is, I think, most important one, and gives you an liberty to answer as your own. Okay, it is a general question actually. Then section D, you can expect these three questions. One is different stages of recruitment, first, on the job, off the job, and external source of recruitment. Okay, these are the expected questions for these chapters, for this chapter, section C and D. Next one, the match the following of this chapter. Okay, no hands. You give me the answer. Huh? Why you should be the follower? Not sure. Make it. Try it. Nobody hang you if you go wrong.
I'll tell not in order wise, sir.
It's okay.
So personal training is all-round developments of a person. Next we have what is it? Promotion is an internal source of recruitment.
Advertisement.
External source of recruitment.
External source of recruitment. Development.
All-round development of the person.
And then first stage of selection.
Background.
checks. Okay. Next one, please. Directing. Again, in this chapter, you don't have any 4 marks question. Straight away, you have to prepare for 8 marks only. Okay. Because you don't have a 4 marks question, all the question you have to prepare for 8 points. With 8 points in mind. Okay. This is mostly frequently asked question is that. Okay. Explain any for financial and non-financial incentives. Frequently asked question this one. Suggest suitable measures for improved communication skill. So these are the 2 questions which are repeatedly appeared in various question papers. And what is supervision? And explain. Role played by supervisor. Apart from this, we have one more question. Once it was asked, the principles of directing. Okay, principles of directing. 1 year it appeared in the examination. But apart from that, these 3 are the frequently repeated question for 8 marks. You have to prepare 8 points for these questions. Next one, please. And match the following for this. Supervision. Supervision is a okay. Maslow. Need of hierarchy. Dictatorship. Style. Gossip network. Gossip network. Narayan Murthy. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Then next chapter. Controlling. Okay. This is again only, this is the most minor chapter in the entire syllabus. Controlling. 1 4 marks question, and apart from these 3 questions, you don't have any question at all in this chapter. Okay, that's why. So I am not going to pick anything in that. These are the 3 questions you have to prepare for in the examination. Syllabus contains only these 3 questions only. Okay, explain the demerits of controlling, different stages of controlling, importance of controlling. Okay.
So don't we have the importance of controlling for 4 marks? Oh, sorry.
Okay. Next please. In chapter 3rd, business environment, and chapter 8, controlling, you don't get any match the following because only one question is there for 8 marks. 1 marks. In 1 marks, the question paper guideline says that it should be simple question. Okay. Therefore, we will not consider it for match the following in chapter 3, business environment and controlling. Therefore, you don't have match the following. Next one, financial management. I think this is the easiest chapter. Why I say is this? It is 1 in 3. For 3 questions, 1 answer is sufficient. Why I say this? See this question: factors influencing working capital, factors influencing fixed capital. One more question is that factors influencing capital structure requirement. All the 3 questions contain minimum 4 similar concepts. Say size of the business, nature of production, technology adopted, manpower requirement. Say all the 3 questions has the same answer. Therefore, it is easy, and again only 4 points you have to remember because 4 marks is the maximum in this chapter. No 8 marks question. So these are the 3 questions you can prepare for the examinations. Next, match the following: investment, capital budgeting decision, debenture, borrowed fund, dividend, equity shares, financial planning, financial blueprint, fixed capital, long-term asset. Simple. Next one. Okay, marketing. Huge chapter. Okay, in book it has 162 pages material. But when it comes to the examinations, rarely you find different questions apart from these questions which I mentioned here. Okay. See, marketing, it contains all segments. 4 marks, the 2 questions will be there in the examinations. 2 questions for 4 marks and 1 question for 8 marks. In 4 marks, these are the frequently asked questions. One, you remember one thing is that match the following, difference. One question should be there or will be there in the examinations. Differences between formal and informal. Differences between advertising and personal selling, and differences between marketing and selling. These are the only 3 aspects which we can identify as a differences between 2 concepts. Earlier we had one more chapter called financial marketing. In that we had a difference from primary and secondary market and money market and stock market. But now the chapter is not there. Therefore, you can easily expect 3 questions as a difference: formal and informal, personal selling and advertising, and marketing and selling. Most likely you will get this question. And then features of specialty goods and features of industrial goods, and this marketing mix. Marketing mix, one or other way you will get in the question paper. For 1 marks they may ask, give any 1 element of marketing mix. For 2 marks, any 2 element of marketing mix. For 4 marks, explain any 2 marketing elements of marketing mix. Product, price, what we call P4. You have to explain any 2 out of the 4. Okay, next one please.
So this is 4 questions for 8 marks. Okay. This is most frequently asked question. Explain benefits and limitations of any 4. They specifically say any 4 merits and any 4 demerits of advertising. Explain differences between advertising and personal selling. Explain the importance of personal selling related to consumer and society, and what are the pricing decisions. This is also one question which repeatedly asked in the examination. Pricing decision and factors affecting the pricing decisions. Okay. In directing, there was one question earlier we used to have, that is qualities of a leader. Now that is not there in the syllabus. There is no need for you to refer those things. Next one, please. This is a match the following. Okay, what is the answer for product?
An element of marketing mix.
Okay, ice cream.
Convenience product.
Shopping product.
Jewelry.
Okay, brand.
Symbols.
Okay, direct channel.
Zero level.
0 level. Okay, next one, please. Consumer protection. Okay. In consumer protection, we have only these 2 questions. And remember, I think you made aware of that, we have to adopt the new law which was enacted in 2019. Okay, not 1986. 1986 is already redundant, and only now presently applicable is only 2019. So Consumer Protection Act 2019, that you have to remember. One more thing is that the maximum compensation limit is increased from 10 lakh to 1 crore for district, 1 crore to 10 lakh, 10 crore for state, and more than 10 crore for National Commission. Okay, that changes you have to identify. If you refer old book, then almost all books not yet revised. They are using the same 1986 concept only, but NCRT changed now this year, and we have to apply 2019 as a Consumer Protection Act enactment. Next, this is the matter following. Okay, Consumer Protection Act, both is given. Okay, so if you are old, you use 1986. If you are updated, you have to use 2019. Okay, District Commission up to 1 crore, and then State Commission more than National Commission more than 10 crore, and asking for cash memo responsibility. Okay, so next one. So now fill the blanks.
Coordination is the essence of management.
Okay. State government policies are dash dimensions. Political. The outcome of organization process is called? Okay. Dash is the highest level of need hierarchy. The decision of acquiring new machine is an example for investment decisions. Next one, please. These are all repeatedly asked questions. Okay. One who strongly advocated piecewise system, F.W. Taylor. Dash is the statement of expected result expressed in numerical term. Trader.
Eighth one is trade test. Seventh one is budget.
Okay. Test. Dash test is type of selection test. Trade test. Trade test. Okay. And giving instructions and guidance to the people doing work is called? And working capital is dash, short-term financial requirement. Next one. Dash means doing the task correctly by using the efficiency. Dash is study conducted to determine the standard time to taken, perform as well as define the job. What is this? Time study. The process of transferring ownership and management. Okay. Privatization. Rule or the statement that inform what to do, what to be done. Promotion is the internal source of recruitment. Next one. Policy are the general statement, not the rules. Okay. Policies are general statement, rules are specific statement. Case study is dash method of the job. Ensuring the actual activity conform to the planning activity is called controlling. Dash is a form of owner's fund. And then dash is called one of the unfair trade practices, adulteration. Next one. Principles of management framed by social scientists. And then dash is example for single use plan. Dash is one.
Motivation.
Okay. Dash is one of the type of on the job training. Sorry?
The process of converting a message to communication is called encoding.
Encoding is the ninth one.
Current assets minus current working
Working
capital. There is no one option for motivation ಇಲ್ಲ. Eighth one option ಇಲ್ಲ sir.
Option will miss ಆಗಿದೆ. Encoding. Encoding ಬರಲ್ಲ.
On the job.
Yes. I checked.
Motivation related question.
One miss ಆಗಿದೆ. Okay. Next one please. Sorry. Okay. This is few match the following. Sir, this is in question paper pattern. Okay. We're mixing all the chapters.
Doing work, doing tasks
Correctly. Procedure.
Example for starting plan.
Okay. Films.
Off the job training.
Leadership.
Element of direction.
Branding.
Marketing.
Marketing.
Name for product.
Example. So branding is
Giving name to a product.
giving name to a product. Next one. Production manager. Middle level. Entry fuel.
General manager.
Policy.
Type of
Plan. Vehicle.
fixed assets.
Okay.
Consumer responsibility 2019.
2000.
Look for ISI mark.
Look for
ISI.
ISM. Yes.
Consumer Protection Act.
Vestibular training. Of the job. Supervision.
An element of
Direction. FW Taylor. Capital structure.
mix of equity and borrowing.
Mix of equity and borrowed fund. Next, policy.
Unpaid form of communication.
Policy is one of the types of plan. All of the option provided.
Of the job training. One option miss ಆಗಿದೆ.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Policy types of plan or ಅಥವಾ
No. Types of plan. Types of plan.
types of plan.
Okay. Okay, then next one. Really, what I try to give you is that some examples for hard questions. One I told you, showed you in business environment. We can ask hard question in 3 other chapters also. One is direction, supervision, direction and the staffing and marketing. In the 3 also, we can ask the hard questions. What is the definition of the term called hard question? It says that the question may be asked in the form of statement. Okay. The question may be asked in the form of statement, passage, or specific identifying elements. ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So, when you say this, here, see this question, you have to understand, first thing is that from which chapter it belongs to. That is your first challenge. Second challenge, once you identify from which chapter, second is the which concept on which this question is directed to. See this, a firm can motivate and increase an employee's performance by giving him a lift from his current position and fulfill its manpower requirement internally. Identify those source and explain.
Internal source of recruitment.
Okay, it is chapter number 6, staffing. From chapter staffing, he is asking regarding the source of recruitment, and particularly the word says internal source, and in specifically is asking about what? Promotion. What word it gives you the hint? Okay, giving him a lift from his current position. Okay, internal source of recruitment, particularly he is asking about promotion. Promotion as a source of internal recruitment. How it is beneficial, how it will be done. Okay, that is what the question is asking. Next, second, first you identify the chapter. And it is a highly competitive work environment. Motivating employees consistently is always beneficial to employee and the firm. Benefits of motivation, advantages of motivation. See, this is the challenge. Okay, when you are targeting out of out, you have to prepare for this also. Because when you write the examination, make sure that you write 1 or 2 extra. Okay. I know from the last so many years of experience, sometimes students get more marks in extra than the main question which you answer. Sometimes what they do is that after finishing the entire paper, if they had 20 minutes of time or 10 minutes of time, they try to answer 1 extra. They end up getting more marks in that. While evaluating, what we do is that we will consider if second got 4 out of 4 and first one got only 3, then we consider second one. So we will get 1 marks more. Okay. Last 3 years I am working as a reviewer for accountancy paper. Okay. Sometimes they bring the out and out question to review. We try to reduce the mark. We cannot reduce, because if you reduce it in 1, there will be 1 more question is there where they score full marks. So we have to replace with that, and they end up getting 100 out of 100 if they write additional questions also, answer additional question also. There is no point in coming out of the room 10 minutes earlier and you are not going to get anything at all. But if you write 1 question more, then you may get 1 marks extra. Therefore, you have to try to answer as many possible questions as you can in the examinations. That's why the hard questions are very important, because the psychology of the student is that hard question is very hard to handle. Therefore, we skip it. Now, when you come to the mindset of skipping it, then you have to be prepared mentally that you have to skip so many marks also. Therefore, don't do that. Okay, prepare these kind of hard questions also. Prepare for this question of hard question also. They are not hard to understand. Read the question twice. If you not understand, go for third time. You will definitely get an idea. 1 or other word, specific word, hit you, which gives you exact answer. Okay, when you read it once, it may be very difficult for you to understand. If you read it twice, you get some idea. If you read it thrice, you will get exact idea. If not once, you try thrice, so that you will get correct idea and you can write. Okay. And what happens is that the student who tried hard will get more marks, because when you attempt a hot question, then valuer of the opinion that, oh, he tried hot, maybe, as a trying to enter into the psychology of evaluator, and he may think that, oh, this student answered a hot question, he may be brilliant, or he or she may be brilliant, end up giving few marks more. I have seen, because I worked as a valuer, reviewer, as well as DC. Okay, we know how the valuation process goes on. Therefore, you must try these hard questions. Next one, please. Okay. So now, if you have any questions regarding anything regarding business studies, I am open for 10 minutes. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, in the chapter of controlling, we have a concept of relationship between controlling and planning. Is it there in the...
No, very rarely we see relationship are different from differences. While setting the question paper, we have to identify the student whether he understands the concept correctly or not, and he is able to identify the differences between one concept to another concept. So, okay, so to know that, we most of the time we ask the different questions. Okay, question regarding the differences between two elements or two chapter, two concepts. Okay, you won't get the relationship, because relationship always talks about similarity. Okay, so we are not keen to understand the similarity. We want to understand the differences, because when you are able to write the differences, it means that you are sure of both the concept. Okay, please, ma'am.
In terms of the recruitment, you told that it's a 4-marker, but we have only two, we have only promotion and...
You are not expected to write promotion and transfer. You have to explain the promotion, what is it.
Yes, still there's
2 plus 2. 2 marks for promotion.
2 marks for, if you have to write you have to write the meaning of promotion. What is promotion? How it is used? When it is used? What is transfer? How it is used and when it is used? Minimum 5 sentences for each. It comes about 10 sentences for 2 elements. Is it not? Then 4 marks enough.
With an example. If you can give an example, it will be an add-on.
No. 5 sentences you can frame, na? For meaning, when it is used, how it is used. You use general words also. Yes, ma'am.
Do we have case study type of questions for 8 markers?
No, definitely. Emphatic no. Don't worry about all those things.
Sir, if we study the questions only which is given in the question bank, is it sufficient? Or should we study the textbook?
What you are aiming for? That, okay, that is a simple question you have to ask yourself. What you are aiming for? Okay. So you are aiming in between 35 to 80. Your answer is no. Got it? So it depends. Question bank. See, I have given many questions here. Exactly, I have given 33 questions. If you ask me 33 questions are enough, 99% is enough. 1% is my alibi. If it is not any question apart from this, okay. Last year, out of we used to have 45 questions. In this year, you will get only 41 questions in business study. Okay, and in this section D and C, we have 16 questions. 10 plus 6, 16 questions. Out of if you prepare 33 questions, most likely you will get at least 14 questions from this section. Okay, but I recommend you go to some extent more, refer other books also. You get, this is only for the examination. Okay, for higher knowledge, you have to go to the textbook also. Okay, don't limit yourself to a particular material. Go on. But examination point of view, this is enough.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Any more questions? Okay, so remember my word. Take up 100-page book. Write each chapter question and answer yourself. First practice the points. Write the points. That is the best method of answering business study. Okay, write the points first and then explain. Conclusion, okay, summary, that is not required. Okay, introduction, conclusion. Some people write for 8 marks, conclusion, okay, and introduction. That topping or garnishing is not required. Okay, you can garnish the food but not answers. Precisely you have to remember the points, each and every point you have to mention, and prepare a material for your own by your own hand. It will be easy for you to remember for the examinations. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening words. We now request the head of the Department of Commerce, Prasanna Kumar sir, to present the token of gratitude to our speaker.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We would like to take this opportunity to thank our Honorable Chairman, Dr. Jain sir, in absentia, our respected Principal, Dr. S.N. Natraj sir, for their perpetual encouragement. We thank the heads of the Department of Commerce, Prasanna Kumar sir, Adipa Mama, and all the teachers for their relentless guidance and support throughout this program. Additionally, we would like to thank the teachers of the Special Training Program Committee, Manjunath C. Sir, Uma Ma'am, and Vijay Lakshmi Ma'am, for their extensive support in enabling this program. We also extend a sincere gratitude to Sanjeevan KP Sir for gracing this program with his presence and impactful words. Further, we would like to express our appreciation to all the students for their active and mindful listening. Thank you.